In last video that I posted, I discussed about the rites of passage. And without further ado, I'm gonna do a continuation of that video. So if you haven't watched that first video, I recommend you to do and then come back on this one, because I really went into details about that. And in that video, just a small quick preview, I discussed on how it's actually necessary for you to be tested as a man, and how you cannot escape it, and how it's actually a blessing. Because most of the time, men seek power, we seek strength, we seek the capacity to conquer. But just like anything in this world, even the people we admire, right? Our heroes we look up to, nobody conquered the outside world without having to conquer themselves first. And conquering yourself simply means having to face things that you fear. So if it is death, if it is abandonment, if it is rejection, if it is worry, if it is death, you have to be able to face those things. Men's therapy is not going to talk to anybody. You don't need to go to talk to somebody. Man's therapy, or a boy's childish therapy, is exposure. You have to be exposed to danger. You have to be exposed to reality. You have to be exposed to harshness and coldness and the bitterness of reality. You have to be exposed to betrayal. You have to be exposed to things that are not nice. You have to be exposed to people. You have to be around people that will hurt you. You have to be around pain. You have to be around whatever people they call trauma. You have to be around all those bad things in order for you to be able to be forged into fire, right? Your character is built through the things you go through, because it is only those things you go through that will either make you or break you. So whenever trouble comes, whenever pushback comes your way, and whenever you feel like life is not really going your way, just in your mind simply understand that is actually where you belong at that moment. Do not try to change it. Do not try to dream of any euphoric, place that you'd rather be than the place that you are, And this is because you must be able to experience that. You have to be able to experience that moment of not having anything. You have to be able to experience that moment of being broke. You have to be able to have that experience of being rejected at anything or at every place you go. Why? Or by anybody. Why? Because it is only then do you build a spirit of self-reliancy, meaning you get to actually be able to, either you can have people around you or not have people around you. So you actually become free of a human being. You become free of a man, right? You no longer depend on the people. You no longer depend on a woman, which is actually a great thing, because no woman wants to have a man that she feels like this man, she's his reason for breathing, right? That's too much pressure for that woman. And in reality, women don't really like pressure, you know what I'm saying? They do not like that, and if anything, they try everything to run away from it. But as men, we shouldn't try to run away from pressure. We shouldn't try to run away from trouble, and we shouldn't, most importantly, try to run away from who we are. And the way you run away from who you are is wanting your life to be easier, wanting your life to be simple, wanting your life to be just a walk in the park, no challenges, nothing to really help you grow. Because once you want that, then you get soft, and when you get soft, everything can easily affect you. See, if life really hits you hard, somebody calling you fat, or somebody calling you skinny, or somebody calling you by word or anything verbal, it's not really gonna move you, right? It's not gonna move you. Somebody calling you a fool, it's not gonna move you, because you've been through hell and back. And by being through hell, then you come out of hell. If you don't because not everybody can make it out. Some people just give up and they gravitate towards destructive behavior. But if you really stand your ground and see your way through, then you will actually become a man, right? So you don't just say you're a man, you become a man. And when you become a man, then you can actually help other people. It is only through rejection that you can actually help somebody who is also again going through the same thing. So you might actually tell them and remind them like, listen, I went through the same thing. But if you've never been rejected in your life, if you've never been hurt, if you've never been broke, if you've never been, you're not really gonna be able to feel the pain of the other person, right? So everything really do happen for the right moment at the right time, right? You just have to keep going. You just have to be able to endure, because endurance, it's one of the greatest character next to being bold, or next to having courage, right? So have endurance, have courage, and most importantly, never in your life run away from trouble or from any difficulties of life.